think what we're seeing here in this first pistol is probably going to be a theme of what we can expect throughout the series. Simple and direct from Mix. It's going to be Kenzie with the Julies, who draws first blood, second potentially as well. He's got support there from Norway. He just doesn't stop shooting. He knows he's got Norway to support him. And between the two of them, they've completely mopped up everything Mix has thrown at them. Acor and sinnopsyy, the last two left alive, but this is impossible.
Yeah, a little bit of a misthrown flash there as well. It kind of blinded up a teammate, I'm pretty sure there.
Yeah, but
oh,
perhaps...
you are. Honestly, do you remember that Thunderpick World Championship match we covered of Aurora when, like, Aurora in a big tournament like that, there was a lot of player, obviously the player cams were on and we could see the expression. Kenzie was absolutely moulding in that tournament.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, like, that sort of thing has, like, eventually caught up with his, I guess, attitude on the team, and that's the reason why they want to maybe try and move on from him at some point. I don't know. Who knows? I'm only guessing. This is a faster round coming in from Mix toward A. I really appreciate that, but unfortunately, acor has been caught from the Clax MP9 through the smoke. It's a good recovery from Volt, but there is damage done here to the Mix players, but sinnopsyy standing tall, tapping away, bursting away. He's found both Patsy and Norvi. Now, Kenzie and Dennis working their way back in is going to be very difficult when they've got 3 players holding the line. It's all down to Kenzie, the technical stand-in to clutch here. He has got position. He maybe could try and hold the defuse behind the site. They're going to be a bit panicked at that one. He's running forward. First kill coming through for Kenzie. And another tap, but he's out of bullets with the M4 and rigoN. USP was drawn. He jumped in for it.
Get some quick flanks and get key information.
Exactly. sinnopsyy, and then this is exactly what Ancient can lend itself to, right? Just go for these like contact pushes up toward B. So at A last round, T-spawns are just in a good position to always go for plays like this. And this is the brawly style that this sort of team has been known for years. rigoN's going to get himself one. Patsy tries to force the issue toward Flatroo, but he does get that kill with the MAC-10. Should go down to Kenzie and will. And that's a free M4. And now presence on the flank as well. Very difficult for Volt and sinnopsyy to hold on to.
Oh, there's a smoke on Norway as well. No kit, but they can just straight up smoke off cave and then just try and force these mixed players to come through the smoke to deny the defuse. And they're figuring it out. They've realized, okay, there's nobody long. There's no one back at the bomb site. There's no one in the site. They have to be in cave. First frag found. Volt will double down, though. Kenzie has tapped the defuse. He's trying to draw Volt out, and he will. But Kenzie gets the kill, and I think it might have been just in time.
Yeah, he's got it. Just about, but he's got it. Volt was one of the main men for this mixed team in the open qualifiers. Tight angle in towards CT. You can only really expect one from here. Mix aren't pouncing just yet, though. It looks like with all the time they've got left on the clock, they're willing to go back, considering where sinnopsyy was. But Kenzie will punish that for now.
Yeah, Dennis is here with the AWP, though. If he can at least find one before he's forced completely out the site, that would be decent. But good awareness here from Mix to smoke short off. Dennis doesn't want to give up the game. The fact that he is here with the AWP, he wants to guarantee a kill before they get the info, and it's going to be on acor. It peeks into long. Good work from Dennis. Thins out the numbers now in the retake.
Oh,
shot.
This is rough if you're Mix. You had a chance to go toward A, and it was a much clearer site than B. You second guess yourselves. And now Volt needs to do a hell of a lot. rigoN needs to try and peek off of his contact as well. And now know where both these two players are playing from. It needs to be a swing. There needs to be a lineup. And they're getting it. Volt and rigoN are doing all the damage together here. It's like they've played together for years. rigoN will get 2. Volt will get 2. AWP saved. You've got nothing to work with at all. That's all good. And their full buy is back in play. Flatroo will see all the utility come flying in toward the bottom of mid. Oh, Dennis has missed his shot. That could cost him and cost his teammates as well. rigoN's been able to take Patsy out the round, but Dennis has recovered. He's managed to find rigoN. Even though they did lose Patsy, he got his 1-for-1. They've been able to stabilize in a 4v3 with Volt, 4 HP after all that. Util set up. HE's. If that nade is anywhere near Volt, he'll be out of this round. Good flashes to force their way through, but there's too many players to try and get past. It's a good pick from acor, but he needs more where that came from, and he was dinked down low. And so was Volt from earlier on. So it's a great hold. Getting through to the playoffs, playing respectably against a team like Falcons. And in a mixed team like this, he could definitely do a job for you. Great opening. Be boosted back up to the outskirts of B, and Norvi. Well, he's seen a whole lot, and now he'll have to try and play a sort of a double hold with his teammate Kenzie, and they've done really well to find 3 overall. That recovers it into a 2v2. Patsy is here. Mix know that. They should be able to set up in a 2v2.
Oh, how does acor go about his business here? Because you've got Danis on the opposite side. acor's just going to hold the line. No need for him to actually worry about short because he's got juanflatroo who's covering the push. So acor can confidently just remain scoped up. He spots the shoulder, knows the peek's coming through imminently afterwards. And Danis is now hoping that he gets offered something. But just really good discipline from acor right now. Not giving away an inch. Danis knows there has to be a second component to the setup. It's juanflatroo. He will activate, and that's Mix in the lead.
Yeah, pretty fascinating, honestly. I don't know if they're going to be playing together for much longer, or if it's just a mix with Qualifier, I'll be honest with you. But it's looking good at the moment. That nade is going to remove Patsy from the round. There we go. But Norby did sinnopsyy in the meantime. sinnopsyy will force his way out mid. Stopped by Danis, but also stopped by flatroo. Danis will stay alive, though, and manage to trade that. So they have a 3v2. It should be a 3v1 now. As Volt tries to creep through the doors. There's a gap in the smoke, and kenzie will take advantage of that.
Oh, well, now we've got acor in the 1 versus 3. Clutch has got some time to work with, and he's being offered up fights as well. Completely unnecessarily gotten ahead of the smoke here. Norway might not expect this. acor now knows that there was a player in Donut a few moments ago, and he knows that the other player's in towards ramp. He wants to go back searching for the mid player, but Danis, really smartly, is making sure that he's going to join up with his captain here. Not leave himself to be potentially picked off in an isolated position.
If acor had the bomb, was able to grab it and go over toward A, that would be brilliant. But Danis, in the end, will just swing straight into acor.
Star, looked at as the star, rather, of the Sangal roster, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Wasn't he a top 20 player in, like, 2022 or something like that?
I mean, I wish for some of these players on Sangal to really prove that they are still at the top of their game, especially Patsy, after knowing what he was able to do in Tier 1 Counter-Strike. This round has not gone too well for Sangal, though. It's a kill from Volt, it's a kill from flatroo, and now acor alongside rigoN. We're going to get a team ace to finish off this half. We are not, but it doesn't damn matter. It's a great performance from Mix so far on their favoured side, I think it has to be said. We'll see if they can continue to deliver after the break. Delayed them a little bit to allow for a bit more of a rotation. Bomb is over toward the B side of the map right now. They do have a lurk in Clax over toward A. They are kind of dispersing around the B site now, are Mix. Looking for information, pushing into Jag. This could be really bad timing. kenzie spotted one. That is flatroo. It still kind of means everything, and that's why flatroo is going to fall back and try and stay alive. acor, great tap with the P2K. That's a 5v3.
Yeah, they're going back to Clax now, who's been able to figure out to say bomb site's completely open, and he's gone all the way into Temple. He recognizes he can't just remain in position, but he has to also make a play from this position. Volt finds a clean tap. Clax eventually comes away with the kill. That obviously compromises his position in the back line, so continues to charge forward, and he has his head ripped off. Volt is on a swivel.
So we shall see if they can maybe make a little bit of a comeback here. rigoN needs to hold the line against the Glocks. Good information. He realises they're pushing towards him. He needs to be careful. One is just about enough. sinnopsyy going to try and stop him from getting toward that M4. Long-range MP9 spray is not nice to watch. It's always difficult. The M4 has now been retrieved, and Clax is a dig toward flatroo. Suddenly, this is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, it is, especially with sinnopsyy being on 19 health. Yeah, acor's on the site itself. He's going to find a frag, but then get traded out, and Clax has found another. It's only sinnopsyy left, the guy who's on low health. Sangal, what are you about to have done here? Can sinnopsyy save the day? Danis has the M4 full health, but no armor. And it's going to be sinnopsyy on the headshot.
That's huge. And sinnopsyy takes a massive players from that sort of Kazakh scene with Lampada, Kado, Frontales, who came from Hester, Duke Vizura as well. Chinggis Warriors are currently battling IHC in the lower bracket to try and get out there. Good peek into mid from Sangal early round, playing aggressively. Bit whiffy from Norby, but he got his one. And the damage has been significant on sinnopsyy to recover this into a 3v3. So it has to be acor to help them out here. And kenzie could just flank the flanker of sinnopsyy here.
Problem is the timing, Trav. acor's going to get the kill, and he's going to get out of dodge. And I think that sinnopsyy might be too far ahead here for kenzie. He's going to round the corner. Danis is a dead man. Bomb has been dropped. He's going to go back. He's spotted the head out. He's now got the info on kenzie's position. A 3v1. kenzie forcing the issue. Looks to get ahead of the molly, but sinnopsyy will still come out on top of the fight anyway.
It's not your everyday mixed team, this one. It's one with some great name value. There were some great mixed teams, actually, that were playing in those open qualifiers.
Oh, wow.
This is the only one that made it through to the closed. There are teams with Flamus and Dexter playing even, with the likes of Jerry. And, you know, Rollercoaster have got players like Norbert involved, playing with all these guys. And you would think, okay, well, oh my god, there are major winners playing in this open qualifier.
More fighting on the front lines, more aggression coming through from Mix, and it's going to be Volt also looking to try and get in and amongst the plays being made. Sangal will punish Volt though, and that opens up a path into the speed bomb site. juanflatroo not expecting Kenzie to have come through the smoke, and rigoN can't do much about it, at least not immediately. Kenzie's going to get some support now as well from a couple of his teammates, and this is looking great for Sangal.
Yeah, that was really nice from Kenzie, not just slipping the gap on one, but then actually just not over-peaking toward that push from rigoN. So, we will delay it a little bit. There's no win for Mix just yet. Sinnopsyy will try and save the AK. A smoke and a nade to keep as well, and that defuse kit. Pretty handy. Now I'll try and maybe fall back a little bit further. There's plenty of time on the bomb though for him to try and escape with. If he wants to, he can actually try and look to do some damage, but that is what he tries.
Taken by Sangal. Oh, acor looking to get in on the mix here as well. Going to phase through the smoke, gets the frag on Patsy, and all that does is now potentially bait in juanflatroo as well.
Damn, what a way to get the opening kill. Flatroo's not been...
He could either try and activate and see if he can draw attention away from his teammates, or he could go for that later flank roll, try and circumvent rotations. sinnopsyy, oh my goodness. I mean, he borderline doubles down. First frag on the AWP and does so much damage to Norway as well. And that forces Tlax to activate. He's now had to give up his position by throwing the molly, so acor can remain here confidently. And he's going to hit the shot as well. Wheels are falling off now, if they haven't already.
Not the best debut for this Sangal project, obviously, taking in the Astrum roster. Still technically playing with a stand-in in Kenzie, but he was a part of the team before. So, this is not a great look to begin with. This mix team is dangerous, and we're seeing that firsthand. Kenzie, great kill there, but acor, great reaction again. 3 kills for acor. It's down to a 13 HP Norvi clutch with an AWP. He's managed to get in toward B and get that bomb planted. It's going to be very, very difficult to win. And acor just completely outpeaked him with the AWP. Quad kill to end off the game. And Mix have won the opening map. It is their pick. Train is next. That's usually the confident home. Yeah, that's why sinnopsyy is going to have a push upper to try and look for some information. He could catch one. Oh, I don't think he's seen any. He's got a good position here. I don't think they'll pre-fire this by any stretch of the imagination. And actually, he's going to continue to push. If he goes down pop, he could have 3 players looking the wrong way. sinnopsyy, what are you doing here? Got to be careful. Oh, he's managed to get the first. And on the recoil, he's got the second headshot as well. Danis playing in the smoke. Will it be checked by sinnopsyy? Of course it will. He has been in everywhere, honestly, over the course of the game so far. Ancient, he was... They're in the minds of Sangal. sinnopsyy is, at least. Volt will hear them charging through toward B, get his utility down ASAP, and it's pretty good utility at that as well. He should get 1, he should get 2, but a little bit whiffy. Does it matter? Probably not. Look at the damage sinnopsyy has done. Look where acor is. He has blocked them off entirely. Force spy, deleted. Anyway, to the here and now. Volt has repositioned toward Cloud. He's got support from rigoN. Once again, Sangal wandering over toward B.
Are they going to send everybody through heaven right now? They've got 4 players, and they're going to be breaching through off the back of a flash. rigoN's going to get caught with utility out. That's a really good first frag found, and they've got the info on Volt's position. Normally, this position's really good to at least get a kill before you have to give up the game. They now know that he's here, and they'll be able to root him out.
It's a solid take, and as you say, rooting out the positions of Mix there.
rigoN caught with the util out. Volt not able to get a kill. acor's going to hang around, and he gets around the corner. We're looking to find some parting frags, though. I don't know if it's really worth him hunting this much. I mean, keeping the AWP is actually of utmost importance right now, which he will.
He got an open qualifier. You know, shout out ESL for running an open qualifier for one of their big events, because it's very important. Still have a few of those in the scene. Great pick from acor on this next round here for Mix, where they have the saved M4, they have the saved AWP. So they need to make plays with it, and it's not trying to kill with the USP. Flatroo's found one with the MP9 as well. This one is falling apart for Sangal.
It's fallen apart at the seams. It's only Clax left remaining to try and glue these pieces back together. He's going to go straight through the smoke. Volt's on the other side. That frag is as free as they come. Oh, lovely pop flash. Everyone blind, but he can't connect.
Yeah, that's classic acor, I feel like. Holding an angle as tight as this, though, is going to be very hard for him to hit it. Now he's been flashed off the angle, so a bit of a taste of his own medicine. Well played, Dennis, to get that one. That leaves rigoN kind of walking around the site, unsure of where to look first. There's still multiple players here, but flatroo can't connect with more than one. And patsy will trade out sinnopsyy in the end. Volt's rotating in from Pop, but 4 kills will be too much for him.
Yeah, it does feel like acor had to respect that flash, right? He couldn't afford to peek back into that angle. It was well worked from Sangal, just really good util usage. acor probably needed to hit the shot initially there in towards Ivy as well. He had done well to kind of invent that opportunity with the pop flash.
Previously on the half-buy, the saved weapons means that he can...
Right, they're all,
yes, exactly.
All very used to coming in English as well. rigoN was calling in German for a while when he was playing in big. He's been all over the world, essentially, in terms of the language he's spoken in the game.
Indeed. Oh, that's annoying for Volt. He took his time then. Actually thought like he was feeling... It was a good time to throw that incendiary, considering where sinnopsyy was. But at least sinnopsyy was able to get that trade immediately and then push back down through B to pick up the AK that was lost. Kenzie 14 HP given the AWP. Obviously, classic rule of long term in Counter-Strike where you want that one shot, one kill capability on the AWP player if you're low HP. To great effect on Ancient. And now with his MP9 up to 73 already on Train. That's going to waste another 15 seconds off the clock here.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the luxury of waiting for the smoke to completely fade. They're going to try and go through it. juanflatroo waiting on the other sside has done so much damage. No frags found. Nate might though. Yes. Doubles down. Takes full advantage. sinnopsyy once more. And he will take more. Ruling with an iron fist. rigoN says, mate, share the spoils with me. Sure, he denies the ace, but that's the least of Mix's worries.
He's very happy to play the tough roles, play those anchor positions. He usually does them to pretty great effect. I mean, as I said, it's been a slight struggle here. Now avoiding the bullets through the smoke upper is going to be awkward. Needs a couple. One is okay. Because there was a rotation in from acor, but acor has missed a critical shot. flatroo trying to respond. We'll get one in now. rigoN is here, and so is sinnopsyy on that flank again. How many times has sinnopsyy been flanking to good effect? But that one's difficult. Norvi pushes up the stairs at a really awkward angle for sinnopsyy. He can't connect with the headshot. There is one back to flatroo, though. He's been able to recover it into a 2v2, and Norvi and Dennis are not exactly healthy. Smoke on the bomb, but Dennis will peek nicely and deal with rigoN. It's all down to flatroo. He's got 3 kills, and he's still 100 HP. Norvi playing from heaven. He's very aware of flatroo. That's probably where he could be positioning himself, and he's just going to hold the defuse in the smoke. Not found yet by Norvi until the last second. Sangal just about get away with their 4th.
rigoN is a demon on the scout, but he's had a really tough day in the office here, Trav. Just 1 kill to his name throughout the half so far.
Volt playing close with the MP9 for the first time, really, but only acor able to get the kill in the end. The deagle of sinnopsyy is being spammed away and does well to find the one. At least activates flatroo to come in on the trade peak pretty instantly, to be fair. So they have recovered a 2v2, but it's an MP9 and a scout up against the AK and the AWP.
Bomb site, but rigoN might not be expected to come through from here. He's going to get smoked off. In the meantime, juanflatroo already on his little bicycle. He's already got the flank being committed. rigoN's gone through with the USP. He won't be able to deny the plant. He gets the kill. The activation from Pop. Going to come through in time. Only just.
Oh my word. How on earth have they been able to recover that with that weaponry in that situation? rigoN only just, as you rightly said, to go along with their name value. And so far they're proving it. But T-side Train, that will be a little bit more difficult. Sangal are in the driving seat at the moment.
They are indeed. And it's going to be Kenzie with the Julies here looking to inflict damage early on. He's rattled so many shots. He hasn't got the kills, but that's okay. He's just playing the decoy right now while Klax collects the kills.
Klax got 3 through the smoke. Or at least 2 of the 3 through the smoke. That's insane. What on earth? Kenzie was absolutely the right player to watch there, without a shadow of a doubt, because you can't expect that from Klax. He's going to get 4 in the end on the pistol and just destroy the plans of the Mix, boys. 2 or 3 players through Ivy, which is always a very tough position to entry in the modern Train.
They're going fast as well.
Less information, and they're going to be, as you say, into a crossfire. They need to have some good flashes in play. They take quite a while to deal with patsy. And Clax will deal with juanflatroo because of that, but they do get their 2-for-1. They get control of that portion of the map. Now, Ivy in sort of the held position as well could be available to them. rigoN has crept forward and just waiting to see if Sangal goes searching.
Yeah, I like that mix of slowed things down here as well. Like you say, looking to punish any plays that might be made by the CT side to try and tip the scales back in the team's favor. And that's exactly what Volt has just punished in Pop Dog. That completely opens up the A-bomb side. Plant going to come through as well. This should be round over. Norway and Danis don't have any option but to head for the hills. Remember how bleak their economy is a result of losing 3 players against the Eco as well.
They're going to go hunting a little bit, and that's actually a good kill from Norway. Should stay alive.
Yeah, don't think that acor is going to force the issue.
Again, they're looking to put some pressure toward Ivy, but there are 2 players here this time. Oh, what a reaction from rigoN. He was aiming at the scout of Clax and is able to transfer down and take the kill. Kenzie should go down, will go down to Flatroo's position in T-main. And immediately 4v3 to work with. Smoke's going to fade over toward B. Volt's just watching for information over toward that side of the map right now. Just waiting to get information on what he needs to do later on in the round. Going to be a flash in. Flatroo's full blind. Great bit of initiative there from Clax and Patsy.
That looks so much more convincing than what we saw from Kenzie just trying to walk through the smoke on a gamble. That's a much better way to go about taking the control. Seen a couple gamble pushes through smoke from Sangal so far. That one was a bit more egregious either way. Norway's had to go back into the B bomb fight. Decides to actually take the fight there with Volt. Kind of gives up his position. Volt's calling for his teammates to rotate into this B bomb site. Norway has at least been able to get a foothold in the site itself, but won't be able to do much about the plant.
No, this is the one position you kind of can play in Cloud that kind of delays it a little bit. It's not easy going to clear it properly. He does not. And I agree. That is a bit of an oversight from sinnopsyy that should have been obvious to him. So, it's Volt and acor, the 2 non-Bad News Eagles core players, to try and hold on. But Volt in a clutch, I've been mentioning it. He can come alive. 2 kills, but only 19 HP. Thing is, it's 8 HP on Norway, but he has a better angle because he sees Volt's body first. He's got the defuse kit, and that is a critical 9th for Sangal.
And they will decide to fall back as the smoke starts to fade. They've bled quite a lot of utility to maintain those 4 positions, but now with 44 seconds on the clock, Mix have to start to make some moves.
I've got some util primed. Flatroo, once again, looking for his duel against Kenzie. Will there be a flash going in dry? It looks pretty dry to me, and that should mean Kenzie gets the kill. It's a free AK on the ground, and now he knows that Pop is the biggest threat. AK drawn, he's going to hear them running out, 2 bullets through the smoke, there we go, deals with acor, and Clax toward hell will easily stop rigoN. Volt will drop as well.
First time we're seeing the AWP on the T side here as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what acor is going to be able to contribute. Nice position from Kenzie, going to spot the shadow, gets the clue, hangs around, further damage inflicted. Eventually he will be punished for his transgressions of hanging around, but still going back and forth in the round at large. Big shot from Danis to tip the scales in his team's favor, though.
And acor's been naded out by Norway. It's now down to sinnopsyy. He's done amazing things on this map so far, but he's distracted by the Pop player. He knows there's a rotation in through Ivy, though, and now he's been shot once more by Clax, and he's got a path through to B to plant. Just enough time for it as well. 7 seconds on the clock. He's going to go for a fake, but Clax has read it. Clax has read it. I can't believe it. Clax is in the mind of sinnopsyy. He wants to try and take a gamble to go for a duel on 13 HP. I don't blame him, but it's also the one way you don't have a chance in the afterplant. Player on Sangal and how he's looked on Astrum as well, which I would kind of put in the conversation of, okay, he's the smart one. He's the insurance policy player in the team that doesn't have to be giga aggressive all the time.
Yeah. Tends to be the case with the anchor players, alright? It's a lot more about positioning, playing the situation, staying alive, not just about brutality. And we're going to see some brutality here from Clax this time round. 3 kills coming through from him. Oh my goodness, he's just dropping the hammer on Mix, and it's going to be Mix who dropped the map. Sangal level up the series. And that was a very good display coming through from them on their map pick.
Especially on CT. 6-6 first half, Mix find 1 round on T-side train. And that's honestly
Spotting with the incendiary. There's going to be the utility comes over and gives him the clue. Incendiary's missed the mark though. That's a huge problem. It's not going to buy even a second for the rotations to come through. sinnopsyy gets run over by a truck. That truck has a name. That name is Danist's. And it's going to be Sangal in full control of B with the plant.
Can they somehow find a way to get a couple of kills at least? Great pre-fire from juanflatroo, and they haven't been able to trade him instantly. There's a possible glimmer of hope, but Danis will be the man to snuff that out in its entirety. 2 more kills from him. He'll go down, but now Volt and acor have both been goosed down to very low HP, and in acor's case, quite literally the one. He'll try and get away. He actually will get away. Going to get a long way away from that bomb to survive the explosion, but I think they're going to manage it. Klax is on the hunt, though. Chance to maybe get one, and he does hit the one bullet on acor. Poor old acor. He'll go down. No Kevlar saved. And now it's a question whether Volt can save that Kevlar. Novi will go down to the bomb. Doesn't matter. It's all about Kenzie versus Volt.
Mirage. Now they're going to throw the window smoke and the top mid smoke with some flashes to support, but it's all a ruse to draw attention away from A. Volt is here right now, but Sangal have got to move on. Flatroo
ready. Novi will go down. Patsy has to peek, but he's not going to get his kills completed until right at the very end of the spray. Somehow gets away with both in the end with 7 health, 2 spare, and Klax. He's got into CT way earlier than acor was ready for. rigoN trying to force his way through, but extra flashing towards CT. That will move sinnopsyy's crosshair into an awkward position, and Klax will take that one as well. rigoN's not allowed to escape. Kenzie,
they've caught them in transition, and again, it's going to be a rinse and repeat this time against the half investment. Nice combo. Nade and swing there.
Okay.
Catches Klax off guard. Patsy's been dropped as well. Scout gets in on the act. It's a 4v2 all of a sudden.
Long range spray again from Novi, trying to hold on. acor's trying to no-scope up close with the Scout, and he's going to make it work. What a way to get your first round on the board on Mirage. As the top con smoke comes in, there's a nade to break it to try and lure someone into a peek, and then there's some extra damage as well. rigoN waiting in window. Can go for a peek. It's very obvious that window will be peaked here, and he has to go aggressive for that trade. Does get away with it, does recover it. acor is ready if they go anywhere near con or go up towards short. Volt off angle on ramp. It's only a deagle in front of him, and that'll be the bomb dropped on the floor. That should surely be the way Mix win this round.
I mean, the problem is he's still pretty isolated right now. Volt doesn't have any support from his teammates. Novi's going to be the one to go back and try and surge. Flash completely blinds up Volt. That's a really good flash to force him back initially. Novi looking to scoop up the bomb. Volt is still around, and he's just going to be out in the open. Novi never expects that, clearing far deeper into the corner. acor also getting in on the action. This is a big round here for Sangal, Trav. I mean, they started off 4-0. They then lost to the half investment with that big push into the A bomb site. They lose this round here, down 5-4, no money. Feels like things start to fall apart quite rapidly at that point. It's going to be rigoN who looks to try and ignite the round with a peek in towards lows, but that costs him his life. Heavy emphasis on middle here from Sangal again. And this molly, though, is certainly going to just force them out into the open. I mean, it actually somewhat works out because they're able to get the kill on sinnopsyy, but they're not going to expect Volt here as well.
Yeah, that's a really good. And he's been able to avoid Danis' trade as well. Volt's done that really well. Just kind of baited in somewhat. He delivered really nicely. Klax now needs to do some work, and he's done that work. Flatroo tries to go for the instant trade. That's probably how you should go about it, but he gets punished, and Volt cannot catch Klax on the cross. If he phases his smoke, he's walking into the AWP and the AK. He's going to try and make it happen, though. They need to rush it because of the time on the clock, and they will eventually get that bomb planted. But Volt, I mentioned, so often in the clutch for this team, not just in this close qualifier today, but in the open qualifier, in their run-through. They were 12-2 behind against Arcred in that open qualifier. Came back to win 22-20, and Volt was the instigator for so many of those clutches, but not on this occasion, I'm afraid. Danis will just catch him through the corner of the CT wall. Nade to break that smoke for acor, but he's just missed the timing on what could have been 2 or 3 players that could have peeked into him. Now rigoN stuck on the side, 35 HP. There's no way out of this one. They're going to completely overwhelm, and that will be 6 for Sangal.
And like I said, coming into the round, you win that, you guaranteed an... There's been so much emphasis on middle from Sangal throughout the entirety of this half, and Mix are kind of looking to that here in this round as well. They've got 3 players dotted around connector. One on cat. sinnopsy's going to be the one to go down, but it's made up for by rigoN and acor. In the meantime, though, all that space over towards B as a result of the heavy mid lane from the CT side will be taken advantage of by Sangal.
Oh, the AWP to catch the cross. That's frustrating for Volt. One more player did get across as Danis re-bolts that up, but they know about it entirely, and rigoN tries to play in the smoke. You won't be allowed to push that one. They've got a rotation from acor and flatroo now, but acor's been spotted out towards short, and now flatroo removed. Acor will get caught as they go for a double swing. It's a much more solid-looking Sangal. It's 8 on T-side. It's a long way back for our heroes from the open qualifier. We'll see if they can make it happen after the break. Can Mix find a way back? On T-side Mirage, they played this map many, many times in their careers. You know, Volt and acor played it a lot when they were on Gamer Legion. flatroo, rigoN, and sinnopsyy proved like it was one of their best maps when they're at their peak in Bad News Eagles. But it's going to be a whole other test. Kenzie and Danis will get the start to the round. flatroo could trade, but they have got the advantage now, Sangal, with good map control as well. Other than flatroo, what did I say about him getting in toward window? He's done it already on the pistol.
Yeah, Danis is read into it though, Trav. He's ready for it. He's cut juanflatroo's head right off. At least Volt will affect the trade, but the man advantage persists here for the CT side. Oh, and Kenzie, you can always bet your top dollar. CT side pistol, he's got the Julies, he's got a job, and he's got no head. acor's gotten the big frag there. Klaxman, the next man, being called into action, and Volt and acor just working around as a duo right now, looking to try and take fights together, and they've gotten another. That's
huge. They can go for the boost up in window as well to get the bomb through short and planted on B. Klax, if he actually held toward Con, see, they're so worried about Klax peeking them from Con that they've delayed this one quite a lot, and he still could get caught. And maybe overthinking this one a little bit, and now Klax should be winning this clutch. Volt is 2 HP. 20 seconds for a plant. He's allowed Volt to get up towards short eventually and plant the bomb on B, but as you say, I mean, they're playing in tandem there, acor and Volt, but there's a little bit of overcooking. It leaves Volt in a really tough scenario, but a big swing in toward the market position. It's all about avoiding this force now. If Mix are able to convert this, you've got a proper game on. acor will know that there's no reason to keep him more. He's a little bit stuck, but this is where it goes awry. Oh, acor's going to get run down. acor's going to get run down. The Deagle of Norvi's found 2. AK's picked up B, just like that. They've got B, but 2v5. There was some afterplant utility, but if sinnopsyy goes through, he's a dead man. What? Oh, just hold the murder hole, sinnopsyy. That's surely a way for a free kill.
I don't even know what the point of that is, though, because so what if you get into snipers? What can you even do from there? You can barely even do much to the players pushing onto catwalk. rigoN now left alone. He overcooks the pooch there, I'm afraid, Trav.
Unfortunately, that's kind of one thing. I know maybe different roles and this and that, but that's kind of the one thing that's characterized Patsy in this tier 2 roster, whether it's Paravision or whether it was Astrum Switch. Just been underwhelming ever since his Spirit days, really. Oh no. Kenzie goes over peeking though. That's a bench angle that's always going to be looked at and cleared properly. Volt will run down Danis and CT. There's one player body blocking in toward the top of stairs, but acor knows what's going on. Nobody will save. All 5 alive for Mix. Hello, we've got a game.
I mean, it is only Klax between them and the site right now. He's below half health as well. In the meantime, look at this from Norway. He's gleaned so much information, yeah. And look at the rotation as a result. That smoke at the top of at the top of ramp right now has bought some valuable time as the rotations come through. And Klax gets support, but not in time to try and keep him alive.
Oh, they're brute forcing it. They're just brute forcing it. This is classic. Oh, BNE Core and Kenzie. He's whiffed his lines. flatroo finds another. 3v2 out of nowhere. Bomb planted default. Norway will clear Volt properly, though. And Patsy on the retake on 16 HP. This might have to be Norby to do it all by himself. The wallbang damage toward flatroo is ridiculous. He has got out of dodge with 1 HP, but not for too much longer. That nade will always remove him every single day of the week. sinnopsyy, 19 health on the clutch. Patsy low. It has to be Norby. They're going to clear it properly. sinnopsyy holds the line, gets the instant headshot, but there was always going to be a trade from Norby. Norby continuing.
A-side anchor. Klax is now focused on connector. Got support there from Norway as well. A player in snipers. They're not considering A at all. It's exactly where Mix are going.
Norby swing, but he's going to expose himself to flatroo on the balcony. Does well to find sinnopsyy, actually. Norby considering that. Max will try and clear mid to make sure there's no lurk still in position. Or maybe give this retake a little bit of a look, but their money isn't amazing. Keeping hold of the M4 and the AK does seem like it should be the ideal move, but they do have a kit on Clax.
Lose someone and then commit to the save, they just cut their losses immediately, which means they get the most afforded to them going into that next round. Pretty easy for the team who have picked it, right? 13-7 in opposite directions, both teams winning their own map pick. We have a contest here on Mirage. Clax forced his way into ramp off the back of a flash. Volt completely blinded up, just holds down mouse button 1. Had support there as well, and that's going to affect the opening frag.
Yeah, he'll be saying to his teammates, did I kill him? Did I kill him? Yes, you did, my friend. Got away with it, and rigoN. We mentioned we wanted to see more impact from him after the poor train he had, and he's got a critical headshot working his way up connector there. It's a big miss from acor, but they still have a 4v2, but rigoN's gone a bit too aggressive there. You just need to hold on to the site at this point. Norby can go aggressive and maybe do some more work, but Volt actually held the line on 25 HP. It's down to a Kenzie clutch. He's now 8 points of health, and he's not getting past sinnopsyy. How does he keep slipping this gap? I mentioned it before the map got underway. He loves getting into window. He loves flanking A or B. He's flanked B this time, but hasn't seen Patsy yet. They're going to group up outside the apartments, and flatroo needs the 1 kill to secure this. Is he going to see it? He is going to see it. He's going to delay it, and he's going to take the kill. B site taken in its entirety. And the Molotov has blocked off that rotation as well. It's Kenzie, the closest responder. acor's being tagged down to 12, but they've got full control here.
They're done. They've called it a day. They just
assume that there's no one watching window anymore if you run away like that and make noise on the retreat. And they're going to keep hunting as well here, Mix. Why not? When you've got the money in the bank, it does make sense. Slow creep up mid for Mix. 3 players here with 2 to a ramp. It looks like they're going to go for a split. Once this smoke fades, can they get up con without Patsy getting some kills in the back here? There's the damage. There's the kill. flatroo's gone down, but it's a wonderful trade from Volt. That's huge. Kenzie, can he get 2? He can. Oh no! It's not 2 kills for Kenzie. It's rigoN and sinnopsyy both timing out. I cannot believe it. I thought they were waiting in the smoke.
It's only acor left.
It's only acor left. Don't be deceived by the 4 acors on the right of your screen. That's because there's only 1 of them remaining. I can't believe that's happened then and there. I thought they were waiting in the smoke. It looked like a normal, patient wait. And they'd actually both just disconnected at the worst possible time. I cannot believe it.
That is literally worst case scenario. I mean, Sangal, by divine intervention, have been gifted overtime. I say that. It's not like they were out of contention for forcing it into OT, but they have just been gifted overtime here. That is brutal for Mix.
So we have to go to overtime. Mix, they're still in the game. They've still got a chance, but Sangal have been given a lifeline. Big shadow here for Dennis to see and work with. Surely acor will not be able to out-AWP him from this position. Dennis can just see everything and everything. Flash, though. That's the way to go about it. And luckily for acor, Dennis flicks down a tiny bit. It's only a leg shot.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just going to be action breaking out in towards middle. Kills going back and forth. Control looking to be taken by Mix in towards the safe bomb site, but they're down by a man right now. Tracks underneath. Palace is going to find good timing in support of the utility, but he hasn't been able to find a kill, just damage.
Okay, a response. Norby pushing through that jungle Molotov. And I think with the way that he saw his opponent fall off there, he knows there's a 2 around that sandbridge area because they were boosting up on each other's heads. And look at the HP, 36, 16 on sinnopsyy and acor. Norby and Dennis are not out of this, even though Dennis is 12 HP. This is so very doable. There's more HEs where that came from, but it's not completed the kill on sinnopsyy. I can't believe it. Bomb plant will come through. There are players holding the line to try and hold up against this, but it's so difficult to keep control of. The incendiary doesn't even finish off sinnopsyy either. The wall bang will at least find acor. This retake is now on. Kit on Norby, obviously, in overtime, and he's doing all the heavy lifting right now. He's connected the final bullet on the retake. The HP has come back to bite Mix of these advantage rounds. But rigoN, has he heard a rotation away from B? I think he has, you know. They're walking 2 players into B. The site's totally clear. They should be bringing that bomb back ASAP. flatroo is again being a nuisance to sell the fake over toward the A side of the map, but Volt, he's been caught. rigoN, he's out. It's all good. There's the trade. That's a 4v3. There's a short player to have to worry about. Patsy has to do it all alone. Flatroo on the lurk does get his kill. And Patsy is still fighting, but won't be able to get past Flatroo. He's everywhere in this round. It's juanflatroo. And Clax has no say in this 1v4 this time. They will stay in touch here. Mix.
Big round from them as well. juanflatroo finding a key kill. rigoN, the one to activate in on that B bomb side as well.
Vague luck to get through this position to begin with, coming back from a 12-2 deficit to win in the open qualifier. It was all their good work, but they have a little bit of luck to make those sort of things happen. This is a great hold here, though. acor and juanflatroo will get a kill apiece. Kenzie responding, but there is a bit of A presence here from Clax. He's out towards Sandwich already. There's a Palace player, there's a CT player. He definitely is aware of that Palace player, but rigoN, he should still find at least a 1-for-1 here. acor's quite far up towards CT, can go for a peek at any point, but could get surprised by Clax. That's exactly what happens, and they know about jungle, but rigoN's going to hold the line. Well played, rigoN, out of bullets, but he's caught his danis between two separate players, and Volt will get the kill. 14 all, they will just never say die.
And bracket everything on the line right now. And
acor,
wow, my goodness. I thought just with the X-ray I knew Patsy was there, but he must have caught a glimpse as well.
Volt holding the line toward ramp. Great kill on toward Clax. acor now tagged down. Should get wallbang through triple and will be. Norvi finds that kill, but there are still two toward A. And look at Volt's reposition. He's in Sandwich. I'm not sure that's something that's going to be properly hard cleared. And he's still got teammate support as well. Volt's got the confidence to swing. He's helped out by rigoN. Suddenly, it's all down to danis. It's going to be another match point for Mix. Can they finally play one out with all 5 players being able to play the full round? They've got another opportunity. Tro, he's got a lot on his plate. I don't think he... Yeah, there we go. At least he's got the information now that Norvi was up there. But acor, defending from bench, doesn't know which way to look. This is now really rough for him. How many kills can he get? Gonna have to leap away. He's got rifling support, but they're whiffing their shots right now. But he's been able to find Clax in apartments. Not the second, though. One more player on site, not seen, but now heard. Smoke up is really awkward. Sinnopsyy's almost gone down, but he's still dancing around the site. How is he doing this? No. Kenzie finally finds him. Oh my word, that was another... So many micro situations there for Mix to maybe get this win done, but shots missed, awkward repositioning.
Better synergy. It's just not looking that way, though. Mix have been more convincing so far in my books.
acor going back in for the re-peek on that one as well. He already tagged up Clax on the first duel. It's like, okay, that should have been my kill. I'm going to just push for it again. rigoN's got the secondary AWP this time, but this time out-dueled by danis. Again, it's down to Flatroo, maybe from jungle, playing through the smoke. Oh my goodness, Flatroo. This is a Flatroo moment! He's got 2. He could have even got 3 as well. Volt's here to support. He's got sinnopsyy next to him too. There's no way up con for Sangal. And Flatroo just doesn't respect this...
Be devastating. acor's in lowers right now, but he misses a shot. Oh man, not the first time we've seen him miss a shot in the key round. And they're going to look to try and push him down. He's going to miss the follow-up. That'll cost him his life. First blood for Sangal.
Patsy.
Second and third as well. My god.
Wow. Okay, just like that. Out of absolutely nowhere, he's found a triple. He had a critical triple kill on CT side earlier, which really got them back into a lead on that regulation half. And he's delivered again here. Well played to Patsy. Now, sinnopsyy, 1v4. This game could be going on a little while longer because we're going 2-1 for 2-1 in overtime. Usually...
Second half of OT2. acor again looking to be the guy to open up the round with the Zorp. He's caught a glimpse. He might get more than a glimpse. Yes, an opening kill as he fells Clax. And look at juanflatroo immediately taking all the space, Trav.
Oh, he had his crossbow in a decent position. I thought that was going to be another entry from him, but Kenzie this time will take him. acor toward ramp, looking for the AWP pick in toward CT. As you kind of mentioned earlier, right, acor is so reliable for these sorts of picks, but this time he's been peppered by util. No way out. rigoN needs to deliver. There's a couple of players in the open toward A, but he was getting pressured from behind. The AWP in toward ladder. He'll use his util to try and lock him in there. But he knows he could be in the murder hole in the ladder room. He goes for the swing, but danis is ready for that of all things. And they've now exited the situation entirely. Volt and sinnopsyy are both walking B. Sangal seem very aware of that. And they've got no utility to get actually into the site properly here. Yeah, the 2v3, when you've got site control, these can be so doable. It's all about timing. Patsy's coming in on the flank very, very late. This is a good idea, I would say. Now he's going to check it. Great headshot. Great awareness from Volt. And sinnopsyy close market. Should get one more kill, but he doesn't. It's a proper clear from Norvi. And it's a great kill from Dennis to catch Volt, I believe, through the apartment wall. And Norvi currently leading the way. What a game. What a ridiculous game in the battle for Pro League. sinnopsyy trying to lurk his way up short. It had a decent timing on toward Patsy, but he looks back at the right time. There's more where that came from toward B. And surely in a 3v5, there's no way in for Mix. Volt's found one, but he's stuck in the apartments. And acor now is 1v4. I mentioned 2-1s breed 2-1s in OT. And guess what? There's another 2-1 child, Matt. We're going more.
Whereas the mixed team won't have as much depth in their playbook, they won't have as much synergy, they won't have as much experience in having dealt with these sort of situations as the Sangal core.
Oh, perhaps they're trying to tap away and build toward top mid, and it's not going to work. Once again, sinnopsyy's found a double. Easy as you like. rigoN's already made his way up toward Cat as well. He's got full control of that position, all util in place.
I mean, basically, this should be unlosable from here. Whatever they do, as long as they do it together, that should be enough to get them across the line. I mean, look at the way Sangal are set up. One isolated B, one isolated A, and then clacks in towards mid. And he realizes that he has to at least try and get some input to figure out what's going on here. And juanflatroo up connector has just sold them down the river. Because Clax was going to rotate in towards B to join up with Norway. But then he loses his teammate in CT, so he's forced to go A instead. And that means it's only Norway on the side of the map waiting to welcome Mix.
Well, he's got 32 kills. Can he somehow get himself 3 or 4 here to make something crazy happen? Well, they are split up. He's found 2. sinnopsyy and rigoN will drop, and now Clax will be on that rotation at some point. And don't forget, of course, Flatroo is still disconnected from these 2 players. Mix are perhaps overcooking this round again here, because Clax still full HP over toward A. He's reliable in these sort of situations, but he's been spotted out. Surely they can team up toward him now. 20 seconds to find him. That nade will not get a kill, but it'll do more damage, and he's managed to find Flatroo at least. Norvi, with those 2 kills already we've just seen, there's a chance at more. Nade for triple box. Lots of damage to acor. And Volt isn't exactly full HP either. They're fumbling around the site, and Volt's going to get away with the headshot just by the skin of his teeth for this mixed roster. Incredible work. sinnopsyy playing top con. Just hold position. Flatroo's keeping Patsy locked into a window as well. Now sinnopsyy will try and creep out and punish Patsy. Patsy is too aware, and that's a big miss from acor.
Not the first, second, third miss we've seen from him either, Trav. He's had some really key moments, but he's also missed some really important shots on the map so far. This time he'll connect, but he's been taken down immediately afterwards. In fact, it's just Volt left remaining. You were talking about his clutchability moments ago, but this one's way too tall of an order. And Sangal are going to be able to sandwich the half with another 2-1. I believe we've only had 2-1s.
Can that 22-20 be magical again? Volt's playing anti. That's why he's looking at the floor right now, trying to avoid flashes while that smoke is up. Incendiary down will give him a chance to deliver, but those flashes are so damn good. Can he get out of this position? The answer is no. And sinnopsyy only finds 1. Flatroo can't connect. And a push through that bench smoke might be the only way in for rigoN. It's watched by Norvi. And it's Sangal to find a match point. Finally.
It'll be their first one. Yeah, they have not had a map and series point yet here on Mirage, unless acor can do the unthinkable, man. But this would be just triple. And Sangal recognized, well, the only way he wins this is if he comes to us and he hits some ridiculous shots. But Clax has just swung for no reason. It's okay, though. Dennis will get the trade. And like you say, Trav, for the first time here in this matchup, Sangal have a chance to close.
For their various teams, whether it's Bad News Eagles or Gamer Legion, Sangal played a lot of Mirage under the Astrum banner, of course, of late. It's going to be an A push coming in for Sangal. Volt under. Is he going to get cleared properly? The answer's no. That's a bump on the floor. Advance up from Volt through the fire. Somehow gets 2, but they lost Flatroo in the meantime. Back into this 2v2 now. Nade toward default. rigoN has to connect, and he will connect for both kills. They keep on going, do Mix. This open qualifier feels like it's destiny. But we need to find the opponent for Namiga first. That's what these 2 teams are battling for. Danist's down first. Kenzie should get this kill toward acor to recover it to an evens once again.
I'm surprised we haven't seen many simple and direct approaches from Sangal here in overtime so far. Feels like they've had emphasis in towards middle in every round, and that kind of plays into the setup here from Mix, but Patsy somehow going to come out on top of that duel with sinnopsyy to get the man advantage, and now they look to get a move on into the safe bomb site, but juanflatroo tracks and traces.
Shot.
rigoN in on the act as well, and all of a sudden, a 3v2 turns into a 1v2.
Great catch from rigoN there with the AWP. Not exactly been known for an AWPer in the... And Clax just making sure everything is clear first. He's got time to do that. Still 25 on the clock to make sure there's no one too close. But unfortunately for him, I think he's going to miss the timing. Okay, never mind, he's not. He's going to see flatroo. Flatroo coming back to check B. They now know that's what's going on. And Clax is going to get the bomb down 4 short and try and play near the van. On the balcony, perhaps, in the apartments. First deal will come through, but doesn't do much damage to rigoN. And now it's going to be super hard for him, but he still found one. It's all down to flatroo. Clax versus flatroo! What is that shot from Clax? Shot of the game, without a shadow of a doubt. Instant flick one tap. Unbelievable shot.
And this is not what you'd expect, because he had a few moments and a few...
Appreciate that. First to 25 it is. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe our good man Chev is also observing this game. I'm pretty sure. So, shout out
Chev. The guy
Chev.
that does like the majors and I Am Cologne and those sort of things.
He's the GOAT.
He's up there.
He's the GOAT.
I'm joking, man, obviously.
Clax waiting for flatroo to
continues
advance.
to frag. And eventually he does prove that he's mortal, but good impact found. Man advantage here for Sangal, looking to get their first 2-1 on the T side.
Oh my words. Instigated them to a bit of a lead again, as you been pointing out. Not either one of these two teams has found a 3-0 yet. Could this be the chance? Norvi advancing forward has caught a lot of damage on toward rigoN. So awkward now for rigoN playing from pillar. Surely no way for him to get this kill and recover the round. And there we go. B bomb site clear, but A's also clear. Actually, Arj is still walking into A. sinnopsyy trying his best. And look at the damage he's done. If Volt was full HP, I'd say there's a chance, but he's... Oh, I was going to say denied the plant. He's not denied the plant, but maybe he could just defuse it, actually. It's planted default. Can he cross? Can he cross and defuse the bomb? Going for the duel. So much damage done. He's tapped down Norvi. He can now hold it with Kenzie's position. And Kenzie will make noise over toward that stairs area. But he's got an HE grenade. He's still holding this defuse. And there's the nade. The final touchdown. Oh, if Volt held it the first time, maybe he wins it.
I'm wondering what spooked him off the defuse though, Trav.
Where it was possible for Volt. He was half health in a 1v4. Almost made it a reality. Absolutely ridiculous. acor will manage to deal with Kenzie immediately in the following round. Again, we're straight back into it, but Sangal get away with this one. 23-21, and Patsy has pushed Volt out of the round. If flatroo peeks as he should go down, he will go down. rigoN may trade, but again, back 3v3. Again, site control somewhat for Sangal. Nades coming in toward acor. He's being peppered right now, but rigoN's found one more. This round is back into their advantage until acor finally gets spammed down. They don't expect sinnopsyy towards CT as well, and then rigoN swings from stairs. I can't catch my breath. It's another 2-1.
Tough to tell where the round goes from here. I think that makes it just grouped up. Yeah, they're going to be just trying to go in towards another beast, but it's Norby who's here right now. Support smoke's been dropped to give him some space, but it also creates space for the T side. Going now sprawling all over B, finding the frags necessary, just demolishing the defense. And we're going to run it back into OT5 at this point.
I can't believe it, man. This is unbelievable. Patsy trying to retake, trying to clutch. He's got the AWP picked up now. He's got Clax coming in for market. Surely this is not a retake. And there we go. flatroo's going to swing another headshot from juanflatroo. 24 rounds all. Fixed it. We're all good. And we're 24 rounds all. Can you believe we've reached this point in this game? Absolutely ridiculous. And it's just a true brawl now, of course, this deep into overtime. Patsy and Kenzie will both push down flatroo and acor. It's an early 5v3. Make that 5v2.
Well, 2 maps in 1 proving not to be enough. We will require more. We will require more than 48 rounds of Counter-Strike to figure out which of these 2 teams will go through to the next round here of the bracket. Sangal certainly going to be getting themselves a lead here once again. Just fighting on the front foot here, on the front lines in this overtime round. Should be no way back for rigoN and Volt, man. I mean, they've got time on their side. Volt's going to be looking to try and come through from Palace right now, but Patsy's just holding this and he has no reason to look away.
Vault, great headshot. But no going to be able to get 2 from that sort of position. rigoN will get 1, but he's got to found 2 headshots on 30 HP. He knows where Patsy was, and now it's even more information that he's still there in that position. But forcing the issue is not going to work. Patsy's going to take him down. Back into a slight lead. Oh, Patsy, he's managed to get his 1, but it's a bit of a scrappy one, and there we go again. I mean, it's just, as I said, it's broadly Counter-Strike in overtime, but sinnopsyy has found so many multi-kills, it feels like. And now he's got jungle control as well. Klax was not able to stop that. Big damage to both, but triple, we know it's paper thin. And Dennis is not going to be winning this one. There is 1. There's an easy kill for Vault. 25-25. 25 plus 25? What's that? It's 50 rounds of Counter-Strike.
Half a century, mate.
Not seeing anything though. Could that be false info? Because as he's walked away, guess who's creeping up? It's rigoN. And they are keeping an eye on it, but rigoN, clean, crisp headshot. Klax down. Dennis, oh, on the line. Gets 1, but mollied out. Surely not 2. Run down by rigoN. A 4v2. Make that 4v1. rigoN's had himself a round here. All his doing to crack open the A-bomb site. And Mix, this time it's their 2-1. 26-25.
Kills and deaths here in overtime. He's probably got the most kills since we've come into OT. Maybe across both teams. Look at this from Sangal. I was talking about a pace he hits in towards the B bomb site with numbers, and it's exactly what we're going to get out of them.
Yeah, huge catch from Dennis to open up the round, and now rigoN. He's got a good line actually with where this smoke is, but he somehow needs multiple kills, and it's only going to be 1. He should only really ever get 1 from that position. And that smoke was blown open as well. flatroo, if he walks through this one, surely he's a dead man. But no, of course he's not. It's just flatroo things. He gets the kill. Nade does big damage to Patsy. 5 HP, Dennis removed. Incredible work from juanflatroo again. And Vault is here to help on full HP. 42 kills in the game. Patsy stuck on Van with 5 HP. Norvi needs to deliver from bench, and Patsy will still find 1 more kill, but now it's only the 5 HP, and Vault is going to find it. Mix 27-25. Here we go. 4 kills away from the first 3-0 after all these overtimes. Number 5 we are in right now. The magic number. Can we get there? Can we get there? Mix almost at the finish line. So near, yet so far. Good nade damage. Norvi's been taken. Dennis has been taken. And Mix the dream that keeps on going. Can you believe it? 12-2 down in the open qualifier. They won it 22-20. They thrive in these overtimes. They've taken down Sangal's debut with the new Astrum core playing under the Sangal banner. And they've won it 28-25. One of the most ridiculous games I've covered in a very long time. I hope...